trenches, take a nigga for they strap. Hit they shit too deep, we suited. Fuck, there's another pack. On another note, fuck that shit, let's talk about these rats. I can't show my hand, I play broke for the ones that's in the back. Pocket watches, slick hating, try and knock me off my pivot. Back door close, can't trust you niggas,
FG Famous was popping off in the rap game with his homie JayDaYoungan. But after Jay was brutally killed, FG Famous allegedly put the mic down and picked up a gun to get back for him. Now rumors are flying that JayDaYoungan's own dad set him up to get killed because he was hooking up with Jay's baby mama. And today we're breaking down the whole crazy story. FG Famous came up in Bogalusa and was tied with JayDaYoungan since they were kids. Both of them got active in the streets when they were young, but they were always rapping too. Jay was the first one who popped off in the rap game. He dropped his debut project in 2017. Jay blew up first, but FG Famous had already been making music. FG Famous knew the tracks weren't good enough, and he wasn't making them in a real studio, so he never even dropped them. But after Jay blew up, FG Famous started dropping projects too, and he was always linking up with Jay in the studio. FG Famous didn't pop off as fast as Jay, but he stayed on the grind and kept dropping new music. Then in 2018, FG Famous ran up big numbers with the track Message to the Streets. FG Famous wasn't on the same level as his homie JayDaYoungan, but his streams were still going up every time he dropped. And even though it was taking a while to get his name buzzing in the industry, FG Famous knew he wasn't going to quit and go work a normal job. Before
I don't
FG
really know
Famous
who
would
this
both be in
is,
the
so I
trenches,
can't really say
he
nothing.
actually tried working a legit job back in the day. It only took a week for FG Famous to realize it wasn't for him though. And even after FG Famous started running up millions of streams in the rap game, he never really left the streets. But before we get into why he's locked up right now, we gotta clear up some rumors about what happened when JayDaYoungan got killed. Back in July 2022, JayDaYoungan was on house arrest in Bogalusa. The cops caught Jay with a gun while he was already facing felony charges.
Man, I rap it with
After
him,
he pleaded
man.
guilty for the pistol, the judge hit Jay with a year of supervised release. On July 27, 2022, Jay was standing outside of the crib with his dad when somebody hopped out of a whip and started shooting. Jay got hit up at least 8 times, and his dad got shot twice. Jay was able to get inside of the house, but he was already dying. It took almost an hour before Jay got to the hospital, and by that point, it was tragically too late, and he was pronounced dead. When the news broke that Jay had been killed, people were saying that 3 shooters hopped out of the whip and started busting shots. Then 2 more shooters came up from behind the house. Reports were also saying that Jay's dad was shooting back while he was trying to get Jay inside the crib. There's a lot of different rumors about who pulled the trigger on Jay.
Hey, don't blur about his daddy. His daddy gonna pull back, for real.
But nobody was ever booked for it. The cops didn't know who was involved with the situation, but Jay's homie allegedly stood on the ops for him less than an hour after he got shot. Rumors are going around that Jay was killed by a set from Bogalusa called Purple City Boys, aka PCB, because his crew had beef with them. Jay's homie 700 Jeezy allegedly killed a PCB affiliate named Taiki. And 2 weeks later, 700 Jeezy allegedly tried to shoot some more PCB dudes and ended up killing an innocent woman instead. Jay's homies were allegedly sliding on PCB after he got killed. And rumors said that FG Famous was one of the shooters trying to get back for Jay. And on the track In the Name of 2-3, FG Famous raps, "That was my brother, nigga. What the fuck you think? I ain't gonna slide. I'm trying to flush a nigga. You fucking with that side, you gonna die. I swear I wish I was right there. I would've cut back with my 9. And till all my ops put on the shelf, we ain't gonna stop slinging that iron. I got this 30 like I'm Steph. I'm trying to put one in his mind. You gotta feel just how I felt. On 2-3, bitch, I'm a ride." Some sources claim there are a bunch of shootings in Bogalusa right after Jay died. And Jay's homie 2-3 KB dropped a track and raps, "Catch one lacking, do him nasty, make them bitches draw the chalk. Slide for Jay, we did that day. The fuck you pussy niggas thought." Jay's death was a huge loss for FG Famous. They had been rocking with each other since 10 years old. And they were so tight that people thought
what the
Jay
fuck
and
you
FG
pussy
Famous
nigga
were
thought?
brothers.
I don't know if that's why he said.
Biologically related. But do people think you are? Do people think you're brothers or cousins or?
Some people think because we've been together.
HYNC.
So, when they see one, they see the other. So that's why they might think that.
FG Famous had been popping off in the rap game, but the cops knew he was still connected to the streets. A couple years before Jay
All
died,
that money, but don't know what to do with
FG
it.
Famous out. And the craziest thing about the situation is that FG Famous might have died if he didn't have so much money. Nobody knows what exactly went down, but somebody pulled the trigger on FG Famous and almost killed him. But FG Famous was carrying $20K in cash, and the money actually stopped the bullet. Right after it went down, FG Famous hopped on IG Live and showed the cash that saved his life and clowned the ops too.
That bitch scraped my leg right there. I had $10,000 in my pocket. The bullet hit the money, went all through the money.
See, this is God giving you a second
FG Famous had been in the
chance.
trenches for years. Back in 2018,
But you go and brush it on his face.
Trying to run from the cops. And in 2021, he got caught with a gun and over 2 pounds of weed. A couple weeks before Jay got killed, the cops in Bogalusa tried to pull FG Famous over because the tint on his whip was too dark. FG Famous tried to do the race and started driving over 100 miles per hour.
They'll pull you over for that shit.
And crawled underneath the house.
Shit.
It didn't take long before the cops caught up to him, though. And they found FG Famous with a pound of weed and 2 guns. And the situation was even worse for FG Famous because one of the guns was stolen. Then just a couple weeks later, FG Famous lost JayDaYoungan. Jay was like family to FG Famous. And FG Famous had already lost a lot of people. His mom died when he was 7 years old. And FG Famous's dad died a few years later. Losing Jay was already tough, but FG Famous allegedly couldn't even go to the funeral because he got booked again right after Jay died. FG Famous was allegedly booked while he was out shopping in New Orleans looking for clothes to wear to the funeral. And reports came out that said he was booked for a shooting that went down after Jay got killed. A lot of people were saying that FG Famous was booked for a shooting, but nobody knows if FG Famous was really sliding or not. When the cops booked FG Famous in New Orleans, they hit him with a gun charge, but that might have been related to a case he was already fighting. FG Famous had serious charges from when the cops found him with the guns and weed, and in 2024, he got hit with a 5-year sentence when he pleaded guilty. FG Famous wasn't the only dude in Jay's crew who went down, though. Before Jay got killed, him and his crew were allegedly tearing up the streets, and Jay even raps about a dude they allegedly murdered for snatching his chain. Jay repped a crew called 2-3, and the cops have been watching them for years. Then in February 2024, FG Famous and 15 other alleged 2-3 affiliates got hit with the RICO case. According to the cops, Jay and his homies have been running drugs all over Louisiana and were killing anyone who got in the way. There's a lot of alleged shooters in the crew, including a dude named Kelzon Clark, aka Boo. Boo was allegedly pulling the trigger on 2-3's ops, and on the track Evil, Jay shouted him out and rapped, "Who claim they gon' step for you? Heard these bitch-ass niggas tripping. Shit, I know just what to do. Pull up with my cousin Boo. Might send shots hanging out the roof." And according to court documents, Jay's crew killed a dude who snatched JayDaYoungan's chain. Jay had been rocking with Young and Ace and linked up with his ATK crew. So Young and Ace gave Jay an ATK chain. Jay went to San Antonio for a show, and that's where 4 dudes walked down on him with guns and took his chain. Jay didn't just let the dudes get away, though, and his crew allegedly slipped back and killed one of the dudes who took the chain. Jay got the chain back, then he dropped the track Flash Out and rapped, "We slang iron. They know I ain't lying. Bitch, you can die trying. They took mine. I pulled up and came back and got mine. We gunfire.
Oh, that fucking
I
line
everything
cold.
in the punchlines. Bitch, don't play wrong. No, I'm only say this shit one time." After the paperwork about the shooting came out, some people thought 2-3 killed a dude in Bogalusa named Brett Ritchie for taking the chain, but that was a different case that Jay and FG Famous's homie Travion Mark were fighting. Back in 2020, Brett Ritchie was riding his bike home from the store when he saw somebody doing a drive-by shooting. FG Famous's homie Travion Mark was allegedly the one pulling the trigger, and after he realized that Brett Ritchie saw what happened, Travion Mark allegedly kidnapped Brett and then murdered him. Travion Mark got booked for the murder in 2023, and now he's wrapped up in the 2-3 RICO case as well. FG Famous got 5 years for the gun charge he pleaded guilty to, but nobody knows what's going to happen with the RICO case. Some people are claiming that the cops hit 2-3 with a RICO because they were sliding so much for Jay, but now there's some wild stories going around about what actually happened to Jay. Before he died, Jay had some issues with his family, and in one video, he aired out his mom for kicking him out of the house when he didn't have anywhere to sleep. But according to Jay's mom,
see, I would never do that to my kids.
Jay's mom was at the house.
My kids will leave their house if they're ready to leave their house.
His own dad or one of his homies set him up. According to Jay's mom, Jay got inside the house and was bleeding all over the place. Then he told someone else in the crib, "Man, you set me up." It's not clear who Jay's mom was talking about, but a lot of people think she was talking about Jay's dad. And it turns out that there's another crazy twist in the story. In March 2025, court documents came out that allegedly proved Jay's own brother and dad were both hooking up with his baby mama Jordan, and Jay's baby might not even be his. Jay allegedly knew that his baby mama was cheating on him with his own family and wanted to get a test to make sure the kid was actually his. Jordan clapped back and said that
I don't know if this facts or not, man. I hope y'all. Hope you can tell me if this real, man, because that's fucked up as fuck, bro.
According to her,
she a fucking hoe.
Pockets and took his money after he got shot instead of getting them some help.
H-O-E.
Jordan also talks about the rumors that Jay's dad set him up and called cap on the story. She said that Jay's dad had already been shot a couple weeks before Jay got hit up and claimed that Jay got himself killed because he dissed the wrong dude. According to Jordan, Jay had called somebody a rat in one of his songs, and that dude's brother is allegedly the one who pulled the trigger on Jay. The original story was that Jay got hit up by 5 different shooters, but Jordan claims it was just one dude who spotted Jay's whip in the driveway and hopped out shooting. The shooter was allegedly on FaceTime when it all went down, and Jordan claims that the cops already have the video, but they just haven't released it yet. The whole situation is messy, and nobody knows what's really going on behind the scenes. Everyone knew that Jay had issues with his family before he got killed, but if his dad and brother were both hooking up with his baby mama, it definitely takes the situation to a whole different level. FG Famous was closer to Jay than anyone else, but he hasn't talked about the situation at all. He's locked up on his gun case right now and is still facing the RICO charges, so he's got bigger problems to deal with first. But it's clear that the story behind JayDaYoungan's murder isn't over yet.
Man, what I'm thinking is, I think it was a setup. I don't know. I don't know if it was a setup. I don't know. I don't know anything. Y'all can fact check me all y'all want. But it's my opinion and this is my reaction. Man, what I think it was a setup, man. Cause how they knew his look. Wait. Cause he said he was on live, but man, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it at that, bro. You feel me? Make sure y'all leave a comment, like, subscribe, leave the notification for more content like this. And RIP to anybody who lost their life in this video, man. And RIP to, hey, JayDaYoungan. RIP to 23. You feel me? It's a fucked up word, man. You know, it's messy. It's very, very messy. But yeah, and I'll see you on the next video.